New alert marked on navigation, Tenno.
Foundry items can be claimed, Operator. Are you pleased? Operator, my foundry has completed a new item. Does this please the operator?
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. Is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Devices? Where's my fucking devices? Off devices here. Okay, okay. Can you hear me through the... Damn it. 1 second. Oh, great. God damn it. Yeah, just testing the stream right now. I don't really do this often, so I figured, why not test this damn thing in freaking 720, 60 frames per second. Not that I really give a damn, but hey, it's there. Want to see how well it holds up on YouTube, yada yada. And to give my friend some pointers, because she is definitely not really adept to the game, just started. And she's currently watching. And for anybody who's watching this, well, I admired your patience from going through this bullshit. So yeah, welcome. Indirectly. I'm gonna start babbling now, and see what else we can do. And I'm walking aimlessly around the ship, trying to find my next move. Ah, you know what? Let's see what the fuck, who the fuck is in the relay. Right, they moved it up here, not down there anymore. This is full. How sad. Oh well. So for the one or two people who is watching this thing, of course you get the news that the Plays of Eidolon for Warframe will be available on PC next week. and which that means that it's about time it's actually coming out. So it's gonna be a little earlier, but I guess they have to make some fixes and things like that, so it's ready for prime time. The PlayStation 4 and of course the Xbox One version will be available sometime in the future. Hopefully very soon, maybe within a few weeks. Usually the PC gets the updates first, and then the PS4, Xbox One consoles get the updates about a few weeks after. So we won't really have to wait long for Planes of Eidolon. I know there's other games that people play within that time, such as, of course, the highly regarded Destiny 2. People's been playing that, and other games that came out this year. A lot of good games so far. So for those waiting for that, it's going to be an exciting time. I myself have been playing a lot of Tekken 7 recently, so I've been like back into fighting games after some time off. But I haven't really had time to do anything as far as Warframe and everything else going on. Life gets in the way sometimes, but this is a time I can just sit down, relax at home, and stream and test how things go. Because I haven't really streamed as much, like I mentioned before, but I did some tests here and there, and this is one of those things. If I can become a full-time streamer, people have been telling me to do that for some time, but who knows? Maybe things will change in the future. And this place is fucking dead. Only a handful of Warframes here. Nice blue ash. Pretty nice ash prime here. Like the Koga skin. Very nice, very nice. A little ember here. The green thing on the chest looks kind of weird right now. The sigil just looks weird at the moment. Kind of out of place. And, of course, Valkyrie Prime, who had by far the most disappointing Access Pack I've ever seen. The Access Pack was horrible. It was... Really? You get... Fuck... You know what? I'm not even going to mention it. It was just bare bones. Compared to the other shit that you're able to get. Let's just walk around, shall we? So for those new to the game, well, welcome to Warframe. The game has a lot to offer, especially for being free and being changed very much soon. So don't think about the changes being overwhelming. It's a new experience for you guys, and even more so because you came at the right time with Planes of Eidolon on the horizon coming into play. So welcome to Warframe. I hope you enjoy this game as much as I've done for the last 4 years so far. I think 4 years about when the PlayStation 4 came out, downloaded the first day. And I've played it ever since, logged in, Lord knows exactly how many hours, so I'm going to find out how many hours I've logged in so far. Oops, stats are over here. Yeah, 2,816 hours. So this is the course over 4 years. I've played this game for a long time. Coming into play, so welcome to Warframe. Hope you enjoy this game as much as I've done for the last 4 years so far. I think 4 years about when the PlayStation 4 came out. So enough about that. Yeah, played it to the point where I got to Master Rank 24. And after that, well, it's been kind of boring so far because everybody's been waiting for Planes of Eidolon. And there's going to be a lot of content involved in that. So brace yourselves for a lot. If you're used to open world games, plenty of them came out this year along with Legend of Zelda, Horizon Zero Dawn, great games of course. And many more to come. And for this one to be free and have the surprise that we see in NintendoCon this July, well, it kind of blew us away. And for good reason. Something we didn't really expect would happen. And all of a sudden, here's this sort of, sort of open world aspect that we're able to, have everybody come together and enjoy and see a different outlook of what Warframe is. So I'm very excited to see that once again. Yeah, just going through the motions here, walking around aimlessly as usual. So other places here, syndicates, which I've not really paid much attention to lately, thanks to getting Cephalon Suda kind of at max and getting what I wanted out of that. And now that that's sort of complete in a way, I can simply Probably do the others if something got missed, maybe some kind of mod that I want, or Donna, or even these. These are actually pretty fucking fun to use. Haven't experienced this one yet, or this one, so maybe I get the standing to that point where I buy one and trade it with my friends, and see what we can come up with. Because there's a lot of fun things to do with those captures. And I've seen some amazing things so far. Me and my buddies have created a couple amazing things as well, like to share later on. Who knows? So, once again, walking around aimlessly, seeing a bunch of other Warframes, other NPCs, and Bunny Loving Girl, or Pink Trinity, looking nice, looking nice. Of course, we got new Loka here, which it's kind of confusing when I just stand right here and all of a sudden I meditate, and I have everybody else just staring at, like, they're staring at me like, who the hell is this, and what the fuck did you do this for? But it's kind of jarring when you have a lot of people just looking at you and staring. It's like, wow, they're asking you messages, how'd you get this, how'd you get that, and trying to make your Warframes look nice, and helping other players out too. A lot of the stuff you see in the game are very exclusive. A lot of them are very special. A lot of them, they won't be seen for some time, or maybe even ever again. In some cases, that being, of course, Excalibur Prime, which is the most sought after Warframe, but he's no longer going to be available for anybody ever again. But Excalibur Umbra will be released at some point after Plains of Eidolon. They stated that a couple times in the dev streams. Excited to see that, because Excalibur has been my main. He is my first Warframe that I've used. And I've been using him quite a bit ever since the new update came around 2 years ago, when they changed his super jump to the Assaulted Blade and have a whole bunch of different things change his build. And now he's a bona fide powerhouse. You could use him pretty much in almost any situation because of his abilities. Plus, he's cool. He has some of the most, like, diverse skins out there. And I'm pretty sure even more to come when it has the Tenor-Gen, more Tenor-Gen content arrives in the future. So, with that being said, walking around the relay, seeing some of the beautiful Warframes out here. Let's just go back to the ship. Nice plain Excalibur there. Of course, Bow. For being original. For being normal. For being the guy. For being the guy. Well, his whole outfit was actually changed numerous times. Because before, a few years ago, matter of fact, he wouldn't look like that at all. He looked totally different. Some of the PBR outlook had make him a little more shiny, more reflections, more color options, things like that. Which they recently did for the Proto Skin, which I'm very happy about, because for a long time when the Proto Skin came out, they had essentially just a normal. You really couldn't change much of the Warframe, like the skin itself. It was just like sort of like a two-tone color, and you really couldn't change like one specific aspect, but the rest you could change in every facet of the way. But now that they had the PBR treatment in the last update, now you're able to change just about every part in the color and make them black if you want to with the skull. It's a beauty to see. So I've made some changes to that. It looks pretty damn good so far. Maybe if I think of something else to use with them, I'm not sure, but there's so many different combinations to what your Warframes can be looking like. It's an amazing thing to have that much content so far, with more to come. Like I said, with Tenor-Gen, with armor pieces and skins and helmets and some of the creative shit that you've seen from Tenor-Gen, from the guys in the community and PC. They made some amazing things. Like, check out this. This is amazing. And I haven't even bought it yet because I have no platinum for it, but I will in the future. So a lot of stuff will be bought and purchased by me and shown off, and different combinations and variations, and there's so much to see and do with this game. So some weapons I need to build, but I'll build them later, because there's no point in getting to 25 because there's not enough content in the game so far. So I have a long way to go, just like everybody else, including on PC, with more Warframes coming out. And it still says failed to connect the server for some dumbass reason, but that's okay, no problem. So, it is what it is. But, yeah. I would definitely like to run a mission at the moment, but right now it's just more of a testing aspect. But hopefully later on I'll run some missions with some of my party members, especially during plays of Eidolon. I think I'm going to stream a lot more. Um, so my loadouts, I usually have like I have names for specific loadouts that I have, like, for particular things, like, themes for that matter. Like, Majestic Flame, it has Ember Prime. Weapons differentiate from each other depending what I like to use or what I've ranked up so far. So that's her Majestic Skin. Pretty cool sign down there that I have. It's kind of a little bit on the jiggly side when it comes out to it. Kind of like a little big ass thing of gelatin. Hopefully they fix that in the future, more like a cloth physics, but it looks good so far. Still a work in progress. Maybe keep it like that. Maybe change the sigil here and there. Not sure, but she's fine the way she is. One of my favorites, which would be just has this called random shit, because this is one where I don't have a specific set of Warframes and weapons to use. So if I want to change anything without changing any other presets, I can just switch between what I want to use for a particular mission. Say Loki Prime, if I want to go for a spy mission real quick in the Kuval Fortress, get in, get out real quick. I'll use him in particular. Different color schemes. There's the green here. It's got the yellow there, which is going to be changed. It's kind of PBR, or I say TBD. They should make that whole PBR. Actually, they did. It's not reflective enough, but I do like that whole change, that skin. So it looks kind of like metallic. I like that. I think it wasn't like that before. I think it was changed recently. And this is kind of like one of the main ones I use. The red might be changed to a different color. Maybe anybody has suggestions. Maybe green, maybe blue, black, something like kind of like sinister. I don't know. But just different variations of colors I use here. I might change the sigil color too, depending on the energy output, which is red, blue. So if I want to go for red, I can go for red at the same time, or gold. So I might change it to the red here. Looks kind of good here. Nezha. I need to buy his skin, because Nezha is one of those frames where he's just so fucking fun to use. If you're really a beginner of the game, then I suggest maybe trying to get used to the mechanics. Excuse me for talking so fast. The mechanics of the game, the movement system, kind of like, in get it in the bag, because Nezha is a very slippery, greasy Warframe. That he's just sliding all over the place when you use him. Even when you're walking, he's just sliding. He has a speed advantage, kind of like a mix between Ember's powers and kind of like a Loki speed. He's very quick, he's very nimble, but he's very, very fun to use, and his agility just gets him out of trouble. Not to mention with his Warden Halo defense mechanism, where he can use his Halo as a shield and deflect bullets and stuff like that, and takes a lot of damage, and you can use it repeatedly. His Divine Spears are something really to behold, because you can just get spikes out of the air, pin your enemies to fucking. He's just an amazing Warframe, to boot. So if anybody likes to like speed,
there's a time-limited mission
like a
alert
little
available.
charisma, like a
Check
little
navigation.
flair, Nezha's your guy. Nezha is really an awesome frame. I can't recommend him enough. He's really cool to use. He can definitely get you out of tight situations, even though he has a weaker defense as far as maybe health is concerned compared to other Warframes. And armor's at 175, which isn't too bad, even though he could use more. But depending on because of his petiteness, he's very kind of like on the, I want to say the squishy side, but he can not take as much damage as an Excalibur or a Rhino is concerned. But his Warning Halo does the job if you want some extra defense, and yeah, he's quite awesome, no doubt about that. So, not me blabbering too much. I just came from work. I'm tired. So, forgive me if I'm stammering or talking or studying so fast. I'm just going through the motions here and just, repeating myself over and over like a jackass. But please forgive me. So, yeah, this one hasn't been differentiated enough. So, I gotta change that too. This one. So, I'm gonna change those two eventually. But yeah, You won't notice a slide if you're in your ship. It's only when you're... Actually, yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. You will notice a slide. Him just sliding all over the place and just... Yeah, he's very quick. Like, you won't notice that in your ship too much, but it's there. And it can definitely throw you off if you're not very careful. If you move too fast, you even have a speed mod on. I don't recommend a speed mod because he's fast enough already. Yeah. So, this was traditionally Volt. I might have changed that one to a Harrow. This is my Harrow here. And he's a very interesting frame. No doubt about that. Definitely gets you out of particular situations. He's like an offensive trinity. Not only can he heal, of course, himself, but other teammates as well, but it gives him energy, and at the same time it's more of like an attacking pattern where he can kind of like freeze enemies in his tracks with his main ability, or his first ability, which would be Condemn, and kind of put them in chains. So he does attack. It doesn't cause damage initially, but after a while, when you're able to when you hit them, you're able to gain gain shields between you and your teammates. So if they kill them, they gain the shields as well. So that's a definite awesome technique for them to constantly just freeze your enemies in place and just continuously gaining shields if anybody doesn't have any restores around or stuff like that. So it's an awesome thing. Definitely, it's an awesome thing. So, yeah, not really much else, but switch back to my main default Excalibur here. So this is my main loadout. The weapons that I traditionally use. Paris Prime is my most used weapon as far as primary is concerned, and my Nikana Prime. It's great for him in particular just because of the fact that he's blade efficient, sword efficient, so he gains strength and extra speed when it comes to swords. This one is considered, I've actually looked it up, it's actually considered as being a sword too. Well, as far as the category is concerned for his upgrades. Sonar Gamma Core, even though it's been nerfed a couple of times, but even so, it's still one of those weapons where you just want to keep it handy for shield purposes. Got the companions, and oh yeah, I think it's about time I kind of show people my dog as well. I have a whole bunch of them here. So this is the first one that I've had entirely. So Ragnarok was my very first one that I made. It's pretty husky, pretty big. Was my very first one. So there he is right there. So eventually in the game you'll be able to get pets and stuff like that and breed them. Have different like outfits for them, you know, of course different stats, shields, health, all that stuff for them to be able to come and play and help. And then walk around your ship, be able to pet them and things like that. And of course take them on missions with you so they just bite niggas' asses all the fucking time. There's a lot of bloom, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Go to the display, turn that down just a little bit, maybe to 40. Okay, it's not as prominent as before, but that's still pretty okay. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of bloom around when you have like reflective surfaces and stuff like that if you have the settings all the way up. But yeah, look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Alright. So, he's in stasis, go rush his recovery, maybe take on a mission, but I'll probably do that later on, so I'm going to put it back for now. Probably see him in action later on. So, with that, I'm just going to end the stream for now, and yeah, if we catch everybody later. So, just a test for about half an hour, yeah, a little over half an hour, 35 minutes, 36 minutes, just to test everything and see everything's running well. So I'm watching it simultaneously on my phone on YouTube, and it's actually pretty holding steady at 60 frames per second, which is actually pretty awesome. I do like how that works, how they changed the update finally for 60 frame per second gameplay on YouTube for broadcasting. But yeah, looks good so far. Even though I hate the fact that it's actually, you know, maybe 20 seconds behind what you're able to broadcast, so it does kind of suck. So I'm not watching it, people are simultaneously watching it, so it had to be like in a bit of a delay. Like, you know, you have UHF channels and cable channels have like seconds of delay, things like that compared to normal TV. Just an example, but yeah, I'm going to just end the stream and see everybody later sometime soon. When the Play This Vinyl releases, I will definitely start streaming and have lots of fun with my buddies, so you'll definitely hear. And Gamer Kid says, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Came sort of really the end of the stream, but that's okay, because it's just a test, but you can definitely watch this video and see what I've done so far on YouTube if you want. Project Kage is the channel. You want to take a look at that. So, yes, that is Excalibur. I'll take off the damn chat real quick. Yes, this is Excalibur. Currently wearing the Obsidian Excalibur skin that was available at some time before in the past. Usually what they do is they release skins periodically here and there. So, you may see the skin one more time sometime in the future. Hopefully they'll re-release it because it's an awesome skin. Along with the armor set, which is special, the Targus Prime armor, which was released again this year. So who knows when they're going to release it again. And of course the special Syndana back here. The Sykuta Prime Syndana, which was from Saren's Axis pack about a year or so ago. But yeah, this is all Excalibur, man. People confuse it to be Prime, but it's not Prime enough in my opinion, even though it's got Prime gear all over it. But it's close enough, man. Close enough. Hello, Red Love, what's going on? How you doing? It's the, I'll show you right now. For the color of that one, I have the Primarily, which was, let's see which one it was. It was the, yes, this one here. The Grenier. I think it was that one. No, I'm sorry. Was it Grenier? It was Grenier. It was kind of like the deepest gold I could find without having to worry about being overwhelmingly crazy, like yellow. So if you want really good yellows, go to Oregon, which is a good one. Go to Storm, which is like one of the first ones I've used down here as far as gold's concerned. Now it depends on the material that you're using for like a war, like different skins and whatnot. So try different skins, try different types of combinations with armor pieces, see what kind of things you can come up with, and yeah. And Nova Prime. I haven't seen Nova Prime in some time, so I'm gonna whip her out real quick. Oh, I'm already in the arsenal. My fault. I think I have it in this one. Yes. Nova Prime. Here's my Nova Prime. Usually traditionally I have like the primes kind of like a yellow, white, gold type of thing. That have different variations between blue, black, red, green, whole different purple, any type of colors you name it. This is one which is still like a work in progress. I'm not sure what the hell. I think it's random. But yeah. So this is the Visage skin, Lame helmet, which I have for Nova. Yeah, Nova's a good Warframe, no doubt about that. So if you want to slow enemies down and try to help your teammates when it comes to defensive missions and keep them, keep your enemies at bay, it's great. Or if you wanted to speed things up and get through missions faster, like defense and stuff like that, then you can use Nova for that. You can speed the enemies up with using, negative strength. I'll show you those couple of builds right now. So this is my best colors, yeah. So many different things that you can use, man. It's really cool. But here's my speed build, I believe. This is the speed build. So, oh no, it's not. Matter of fact, no, it's not. This one is not the speed build. The speed build is this one here. So it has the negative strength with the overextended and nothing near the here. Because I don't really need anything else as far as I'm concerned, unless I polarize a couple more times. But other than that, it's not necessary because I have it for this slow build, which is this. and something else in the slot, which I'll figure out later on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Alright, switch out for a minute. Yeah. Unfortunately, I really don't have time for a survival at the moment, as I'm going to be getting off the stream in a little bit, thanks to the fact that I have work early in the morning, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I might have to do something in the later future. However, if you do want me to add you guys, I'll have no problem doing so. So just send me like a okay, no problem. I'll definitely look at you into the PlayStation. So I'll take a screenshot of that real quick. All right. Let me see here. Let me see here. Now, if PlayStation wants to load, you bastard. Ah, there you are. Okay, no problem. Yes. I will add you. No problem. How much money I wasted? Trust me, you don't want to know. In the course of 4 years, man, oh man, in the course of 4 years, I probably wasted maybe close to I'll probably say maybe 1,200. Maybe. And this was the fact that I had a lot of access packs. So the first time I spent an access pack was the Ember Prime one. This was back in almost 4 years ago, just about. And hers cost $140. Not the stuff that you see now where it's separate. It was actually in one big ass bundle. So $140 you get 4,300 platinum. You got Ember Prime, the Glaive Prime, the Sicarus Prime. You get all the boosters. 90 days of credit infinity boosters. You get extractors, some other shit. Sigil. You got I think you got no, not the sigil. It wasn't the sigil then. You're able to get the Misa Prime signed on, which I think you'll be able to see here. Where is it? This one. Just signed on, you'll be able to see. Got that from Ember Prime pack as well. All for $140. But it was worth it. It was definitely worth it in my opinion. So that was the start. And everything else, I've just bought the accessories pack, which got the boosters and the special signed on. I didn't really care for the Warframes because I always get the Warframes by just doing missions. And yeah, I've spent quite a bit. I have spent quite a bit, but you know what? This is one of those games where you're always kind of tempted to spend money, but it sometimes usually goes for a good cause, because I mean you're never really wasting it. It's something that you want, and I haven't really bought many games for the PS4 like that. And this is one game I spent, if not, this is the game I spent the most time on, almost 3,000 hours. So you can imagine how much money I'd be grinding and spending and things like that. But I try to be careful. I don't try to react on impulses. Yes, that is Paris Prime. That's my Paris Prime. So here's the build that I have in Paris Prime. Polarized it 5 times. You see the rank there, rank 30, but the star right there, 5. Polarized it 5 times with everything maxed out here. So I'm doing quite a bit of damage here. I've not really invested much time into the Riven mods. Maybe I'll have that in the future, but getting the ones that you want are sometimes so far in between, and doing for trades is kind of like, no, I can do enough damage as it is by using in combination with other weapons that I have so far, and just knowing the weak points of my enemies that I'm facing. So having the extra stuff is nice, but when it really disrupts the build to something I don't want, something I want to change over with myself, try to figure out exactly what works and what doesn't work, then I don't necessarily see the point in my opinion, but who knows? Other people have different opinions on that, and that is perfectly fine. But this is my build for now that I'm keeping. And Who knows? Things may change. If something really good comes along, then I may switch a build that may be more, prevalent as far as taking the enemies out faster or more efficiently. I'm all for it. Thanks. Yeah, this is one of the Excaliburs that I have here, so I have like 3 different variations. So I have, matter of fact, I'll switch the loadouts for that matter. This one's still a work in progress here, the white and red. So I think I'll maybe add some other colors to it though. But I like the fact that a whole PBR update because it makes it more shiny, and I'm able to change the color of the exoskeleton part on the right side, and of course in the middle of the chest there. So having that shiny as shit is awesome. It's quite awesome. And of course one of my other favorites here, the Black Chaos, which again is still a work in progress. I may change a couple things here and there, but I think this is going to remain nice for now. But Excalibur is the main one that I use so far, and the same thing with the shift. So I have kind of like matching colors here and there. So yeah. Thanks for the wafer, appreciate that, man. I have not really like watched much, so I'm sorry, I should say maybe streamed much, but yeah, like I said earlier in my stream, I would definitely try to do that. The Planes of Eidolon is releasing very soon. PC's getting it next week, so we're going to get it a few weeks after that, maybe about a month after. Hopefully not a month. 2 to 3 weeks would be perfectly fine. But if it's a month, that's okay. If they want to make some changes to that, that's all right. The longer we wait, it's going to be better for us in the long run. So, but yeah, I will definitely check you out. No problem. Yeah, sounds cool. Collaboration. I'm all for it. Talk to many people online at the same time, so I mean, hey. A lot of the Warframe lore is definitely one to basically be like, it's kind of hard to explain, but at the same time, it's more up to the. No, Barricadier is not here yet. He will be here tomorrow morning. So definitely want to check that out. If you are Master Rank 8, if you are the Copy Relay, because he's coming to the Copy Relay soon, which is right here in Ares. He should be robbing within the next 9 hours, because I think it's midnight right now. Matter of fact, it is, yes, almost 1 in the morning Eastern time, so he will be coming very soon. Yeah. If you're Master Rank 8, you'll be able to go there, because it is kind of like sort of like a, not really a high ranked one, but because of the area that it's in, Ares, definitely sort of be like a higher ranked Warframe, or high ranked Master Rank to get there. I don't think he's really going to have anything super special, but in the case that if he does, Master Rank 7, okay, you're right there, Master Rank 7, so okay, great. So if Gamer Kid, you can get to Master Rank 8 no problem, then tomorrow morning by maybe 9 o'clock, or until Sunday morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, you're able to get the stuff that he sells and things like that, so no problem. So you guys are good. And I have not really had any time to grind or do any trade part or stuff like that. So there's one thing I do want to show. For those who don't have any clans or things like that. So I'm going to go to my dojo. First I'm going to change my loadout. I just turned 29 a week and a half ago. So here we are. I have one person here. Let's go to the clan. Yeah, but I just turned 29 a week and a half ago, and yeah, just happy to be alive here, and doing my thing. So this is the dojo that me and my friends have built. We are called the Prime Jedi here. This is the main room, as you can see. So if you're in the clan and stuff like that. You can put any kind of decorations that you want around the dojo. So many different rooms. We have a whole bunch of rooms. It's crazy, but a lot of them is not finished because we haven't really spent much time only in this room here. And I don't know why my buddy built a fucking thing here, which is kind of odd, but it is what it is. No, you don't necessarily have to be a specific master rank to join a clan, or anybody's clan for that matter. All of this is just, your passion for the game, your knowledge of the game and things like that. I mean, you're willing to play, willing to grind, willing to help out the team. That's all that really matters, man. It's not really super serious. It's all about having fun in the end, because a lot of my guys have not played so far. They've been playing Destiny and other games before Plains of Eidolon's coming up. So we've all been taking a little break, myself included, because I haven't really been on this game in some time now. I've been on here and there, but not really a full time like I want to because of other things and other things getting in the way. But eventually, I will get the time to do so. So when Plains of Eidolon comes up, I think I'm going to have more time to be focusing on that and streaming, and have a lot of my buddies come back from whatever games they've been playing, whether it be Ark, whether it be Destiny, whether it be NBA, whether it be Tekken, whatever the case may be, and other games come out this year. So definitely would take the time to talk to them, meet them. And if you hear my streams, they're most likely going to be in the party. So you will hear them at the same time you're going to hear my voice too. So we're going to be cracking jokes and doing whatever the fuck it is that we do here in the clan. So yeah. A lot of stuff going on here. A lot of stuff that needs to be changed. Maybe a little adding things in here and there, I'm not sure. But a lot of this is just a work in progress. That room's almost finished. I do want to change some things, but from the way it looks like right now, I think it's going to be staying where it is for some time because of the way it is. But maybe we have some ideas that we talk through about it. Maybe we can change this thing to this position or that thing to that position. Whatever the case may be. It's all about communication, all about having fun and making things work for everybody. That's what a team is. It's really cool. Bitches. Ah, there we are. I had a transporter there. I think I can get rid of it, but let's go downstairs for now. Let me see. Reactor rooms, and yeah, nothing really particular down here. This is just empty space. We have the time, the resources, maybe we get more members, I don't know. It's just empty rooms. We just only been working on like the main rooms upstairs, the dueling rooms and things like that. So this is unfinished. My boy Toxic Sloth, he was the one that kind of put this together. A lot of it's going to be changed anyway when he comes back because it hasn't been finished. So I have my own ideas. I just don't have the time to put them up right now. So eventually I will do so. And yeah, for some inexplicable reason, I have not finished these. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. And I don't think I have enough capacity for this shit either. So let me double check. I don't. Oh, yes I do. Matter of fact, I have 46 available. So each one takes about 3. I'm not sure if they added capacity, but I think they did. So that'd be great. Thanks. It is a nice dojo. I mean, we did spend a lot of time trying to work on some of the rooms. A lot of it's going to be fun, but I have seen some dojos that I'm like, holy shit, it takes a lot of time and dedication to build, and it kind of blew me away. So, I mean, I can call myself pretty creative, but probably not to that level. Well, thanks. Yeah, we definitely try to put things together. See what works, see what doesn't work, see what kind of things we can take from other ideas from other games and maybe kind of put them into motion, and just with the amount of customization options you have here, even though they seem like they're limited, it's endless. You can create so many different things. It's kind of nice, man. It's just so many different variations and combinations you can make. Like, you can make boats and planes and things just out of flags alone. Yeah, it takes the capacity away, but at the same time, it's actually one creative project that you really gotta marvel at, because it just takes, time and dedication. So far at the moment, I think I have around maybe 14 or 15 members. A lot of them left, a lot of them were removed because of inactivity. But we've all been active anyway, so it's kind of, it doesn't really matter. So right now we're kind of sitting in a Shadow Clan at rank 9. A lot of these guys have not been on for some time. 4 days, couple of hours here and there. So I guess when Plains of Eidolon comes up, they will be coming back. A lot of them will be coming back, so we're going to have maybe more members to explore the plains and things like that. So I have one person pending, and as soon as she gets a PlayStation 4, then she will be able to play with us as well. Actually, no. In fact, we did all of this with maybe 5 people. For me, I think I was the main one who I designed the entire, front part of the dojo, the main room we spawned in. That was pretty much like almost all my design. I have some friends that actually put some inputs here and there, like the drums and whatnot, but all this is basically all me. The trees, the pedestal here, the lights, that was all me as well. I think a couple of my buddies had the, he had the statue. He put it down there, but I put it up here, because it was actually kind of better up here. But might be changed, I'm not sure. The treasury, that, but yeah, the lights, the dragons, the flags, the trees, the yin and yang statue, this shit. All this down here, except for these pillars here and the water fountains, the trees, everything else, all this is me. This was all me. This was entirely all me. I've actually had the time to sit down on the fucking Friday or Saturday morning or whatever day it was in the morning time. I had no work. I'm like, great, I have nothing to do. I'm bored. Fuck it. Let's just see what I can come up with. And that's what I did. So my buddy has some work downstairs done. Not really finished at all, but this was the main where we come in. And yeah, hopefully put more time to do some of that. So this is one of the rooms. I think my buddy put the tree here or whatever. Yeah, if that's your username, great. I will definitely just add me. You can find me pretty much any time. So if you want to add me, go ahead. And I'll see you later, man. Yeah, this is another one. I don't know what the hell's going on. These aren't finished? Ugh, whatever. Gotcha. I'll put you on the friends list right now. Okay, done. Now we'll check you later, bro. Alright. Yeah, but so far I've been doing this for an hour now. I think I'm going to stop at some point soon. But later on, eventually, you guys want to watch streams and actually watch me and my buddy kick ass and see how I work my Excalibur, man. This is, yeah, we go hard. Trust me, we go hard, whether it be fucking Law of Retribution, whether it be, you know, Jordan's Verdict, Trials, even sometimes Nightmare. We'll definitely try to, you know, up the ante by getting everything done, because I have some pretty damn good members that know what they're doing. They're very intelligent. You know, we talk together. You know, just communication. It is what it is. We know how to survive. We know how to get down. We know how to fuck shit up, and we have a lot of fun doing it every single time we come together. So definitely want to join in the action. I mean, I'll definitely meet you with the clan members, and hey. But I'm going to end the stream now and go back to my ship. So, yeah. Wish I could talk more coherently. Especially me being so tired, being up all since this morning. A lot going on. So yeah, that's just a taste of what's to come. But definitely more missions to come. Or more missions to play. I will be playing more missions later on. And more again to Plains of Eidolon when it comes out sometime soon. And yeah, I'm going to be out of this bitch. So, yeah. Peace out, y'all.